Hi there, Doug Hasty, Down to Earth Golf. This video is on bunker play. It's for people that are getting better. Now you can get out of the bunker, not a big deal, but boy, you want to get better. You want to start to get close to the hole. You want to see if you can change your trajectory out of the bunker. Great. Let's talk about how to do it. I've been using my 58 degree, my most lofted club. It's got 12 degrees of bounce on it. Please make sure you got a good sand wedge. That's the first thing. Now, this club, if I take a normal swing, keep the face square, it's going to hit at a certain height. Well, let's say I want to hit higher and stop it quicker. Well, then I've got to add loft to it. I don't like adding loft too much this way because it makes it difficult. I might blade it, I might take too much sand, things like that happen. So I don't want to do that. What I'd rather do is just open the face of the club to add loft. Now this confuses some people. Please go back. I've got a video on open faces with pitching, but let's talk about the bunker play because sometimes it's not too bad in bunker play either. So I'm going to take the club, I'm going to turn it what we call open, okay? Turn it this way. Then I'm going to put my grip on. Well, that's a pretty open club face. Let me do that again for the camera here a little closer. So there's square, a little bit open. I'm going to open this up quite a bit. Now I do a few things when I open up a club face like that. I add loft to it. I also add bounce. And so I want you to understand that you do add bounce. So that can be usually a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And probably in a different video. But I'm going to open the face, okay? Now when I open the face of the golf club, I do have to change where I aim and the direction of my swing. So we'll look at that from behind now. So I've drawn some lines in the sand to try to help you with this open face concept and what you're going to do in the sand. So again, I'm going to take the club, there's the square face. I'm going to open the face up. Let's say I open it 45 degrees just for sake of argument, okay? So we're up 45 degrees. Then I put my grip on. Now if I line up, here's my target line, sorry, this line of the sand, here's my target line. If I lined up square to that, okay, parallel to that line, and I had an open face, and I swing, the ball is going to go over there. It's going to go to the right. It's not going to go at my target. So I want the ball to go at my target. So how do I do that? Well, even though this is my target line, I'm going to line up everything left as a right-handed golfer. So my feet, my knees, shoulders, hips, everything. Just going to take that square alignment, that parallel alignment, turn it around and aim left. So that's this line in the sand here. And then I'm going to swing on the same as my body lines. That's why I do it. That's why I put my body that way. What I see people do is they know to put their body this way, but then they still swing down the line. Well, that goes against what you're trying to do. So I'm going to swing with my body lines. That's this line here. So here's my target line. Here's my swing line. My path line, if you want to call it that. And that is going to produce a nice high soft shot that goes at my target. See what it looks like. Okay. Open the face. I've lined up everything left as a right-handed golfer. And I'm going to swing with my body lines this way. And hopefully you can see that ball go up my target. Okay, now that you've seen that from behind, let's talk about this a little bit more. So I've got an open face. I'm going to get set up. Remember, there's my target line. I'm going to line my body up to the left like we saw from behind. The ball position from in front looks very different, okay? So my ball position, if I square it up, I've got my ball position for me about an inch inside my front heel, okay, or my left heel. Great. But when I turn, and usually called open stance or aiming left, for a right-handed golfer, you can see that ball position looks a lot different. If I draw it straight back to my feet, it would look like it's there. Well, that's not really where it is. It's actually still there. Okay, so you got to get the ball position correct in here to make it work. Okay, that's where most people go wrong when they open the face. Is they get the ball position screwed up. Fool around with it, put it further forward than you think it needs to be, and see if that works. Okay. Hardly ever see somebody with a ball position too far forward. Okay, so open the face. I've aimed left with my body. I'm going to swing left. with a very open face, that is going to, I'm going to hit the sand still behind it. I'm going to still hit that sand behind the ball like we normally do. That's going to loft the ball up nice and high. And it's actually getting more spin on it. More spin because I actually have to swing harder. I've got more loft, so I actually swing harder, more speed to get the ball to go the same distance, which puts more spin on it. So it goes higher and with more spin, so it stops a lot shorter. That's really important to get to know and to get to be able to get a feel for. And it is a feel. You got to practice this. Okay. Do you have to hit bunker shots with open faces? No. With an open face, no, you don't. Does it help? It does help in a lot of cases. But I've got a really steep lip here. I don't know if you can see that or not. And with a square face, it can get over there just fine. But if I want to stop it close to that lip, if I've got a hole cut close, then I open the face and I go, and away I go. Okay? So that's a little bit about becoming a better bunker player. Another thing is that you don't always have to use your most lofted wedge. So I've also got a 54 degrees. That's my 58, it's my 54. You might have 52, you might have different wedges, you might have a 60 and a 56. It doesn't matter, whatever you've got. This is my second, not my most lofted club, but my next one down, if that makes sense. It's still got bounce on it, still made like a sand wedge. But this club I can use to hit longer bunker shots. Usually square the face up, or even I can even open the face up in this and still it's only got 55, 56 degrees on it, less than my 58, and I can hit longer bunker shots easier. Might even, I've got a 50 degree club in my bag, but I can also hit bunker shots with. And if I've got a really long bunker shot, I got to hit it 50 yards, I'm probably going to use my 50 degree. So don't be afraid to change the club you use. Now always remember, you need that bounce, okay? You really do. If you don't have any bounce on the club, it's not going to work very well. So when I go to my 50 degree club, it doesn't have very much bounce. So what do? Well, I open it up a little bit to add some bounce. Yes, it adds some loft, but it's 50 degrees to start with. So when I open it, say it adds 2 degrees loft, it's now 52 degrees, a lot less than my 54 when I open it up a little bit. So that's how I'm going to hit longer bunker shots. Get used to trying it with a square face, okay, with a nice square face like that, with an open face. Get used to hitting bunker shots with different face angles like that and with different alignments. I know you're going to become a better bunker player. Good golfing.